Welcome to the Team Solomon Circus Live Duel. Today we have Spright twins on the left, as well as Tearlaments on the right. So we're going to see some high rolls going on here. We see a 4, and then we see a 8. So we're going to see Tearlaments decide who's going to go first or second. And they're just waiting for the timer here. So here they can start off. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So actually, my bad. Spright players can go first here. You can normal summon the blue, summon out the pink, linking off into the art. XYZ into the gigantic, most likely. Here we're going to activate the gigantic effect, detaching. Making sure that they're reading the right one. Want to detach the blue so you can bring back the red later on. Then swap effect's going to activate, sending the swap frog. Swap's going to return to hand, activate the effect, send itself, send a rodent toad and special summon itself, activating the effect, sending the swap frog here. Here we're going to activate the effect, banishing to get that rodent toad now, getting an extra body on the field. Going for the elf here. Here elf's going to be able to summon back a blue, or here you want to summon back the pink. Yeah, you want to go into the blue-red first, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to see that being summoned out. Rodent Toad once again, going for here the totally awesome activating starter, most likely getting for the blue effect going to activate, taking the 1100, getting out the jet will be able to special summon itself. We see an imperm as well here, just going to special summon itself, getting out the smashers, valuing the interruption over another starter. We're going to see a link into the pink here. Going to activate the effect, targeting the blue, summoning it back, locking themselves into fiends, which is why you do it at the end of the combo. And here they're thinking if they use the blue here, they'd be able to, see here. Yeah, there's no way to do it. You have to end up linking out. They could choose to use the blue, but then they don't have the pop effect, and you're not leaving anything on board. But you really want that blue for follow up. Going to pink, very standard. Setting 3 cards and passing here. And getting an extra draw off that pink is very crucial. So you see a Dark Ruler on board being activated right off the top. Thrown down very aggressively. There's also a Snow. We're going to see a Mothman be activated here. We're going to see it hitting the Shadal Beast and then Mothman effect as well. Shadal Beast effect is going to draw 2. We're going to see Frost being activated, allowing the player to draw 1 card. Another Mothman here. Sniping the Mothman this time. Activating the Mothman effect. Each player draw 1 and discard 1. We're going to see a Snow being discarded and an Ash Blossom being discarded as well. We're going to see a Sharon be activated here. I'm going to sum myself out by discarding a Halfness, and we're going to see a Mill of 3. We're going to see a Galaxy Cyclone, a Jackalope, as well as the Nessie. The Halfness graveyard effect is going to get belled. Not greatest mills for the Sharon there, but it is what it is. And here we're thinking, we have 2 cards left in hand. Our opponent has 3 sets. We know one is Smashers. And might possibly be also like a starter as well. And and I would assume an Imperm, but 1 card in hand, you know. Also could be an Ash Blossom due to the fact that I'm discarding an Ash, so if they had like 2, you discard that. And they really do have to get rid of that pink, because it is extremely, you know, very good. It'll summon back the blue, which will cause a pop. And then they're able to use Smashers to get rid of it as well. And we're just going to go to game 2 here. You know, having multiple interruptions as well as back row through that. Extremely good. And unfortunately for the danger Tearlaments, sometimes they have a lot of gas, but other times they just don't have enough to push through. Very interesting how like this Spright combos like take so long. Like we're at 11 minutes into the duel now out of 40. So like, you know, if you do that like twice, and the tier takes a lot of time as well. So like if they're both players like actually making their combos, you know, you can go for like 20 minutes for just a game 1. I found like it's very good. Like we have a lot of like board breaker cards like that. Like for tier, being able to play board breakers and just be able to like actually play the game as well. Once they do hit their stuff like that, is a crazy good. Gives the deck like a lot more chances to play, and like is really healthy for the deck, for all decks. You know, a lot of like the recently years we've all like crammed like hand traps in them, and then we've crammed board breaking cards and stuff like that. Where just like there is like a significant weakness. Like I remember when Dragon Link first came out, like the huge combo deck like, with LP and Argotpain and stuff like that. Like that's what I was playing, and then like you needed like 3 hand traps to stop that deck. It was kind of crazy. And the thing about what life was before Nibiru, Dragon Ruler format. Let's go. And here we're going to see some shuffling up and back into the game. Tier is most likely going to choose to go first this time. We're seeing it start off by an instant fusion, you know, paying 1,000 life points to get your full combo out. The Cal is such a crazy card. I can definitely see that card, you know, getting hit at some point throughout its history, especially with all the new tier stuff coming out as well. Just thinking on what we're going to search here. Maybe the hand is really, really good or really, really bad. We're going to see a Rhino Heart being added. Normal summon the Rhino Heart, activating the effect here, sending the Merly. Merly effect is going to be returning, returning itself as well as the kit to summon out a Dragosepelia here. We're going to see a 2 sets and a Mothman effect with 2 cards in hand. We see the Halfness being hit, and then Halfness effect can activate. It's going to get DD Crowed, but we do get a draw off Mothman. Interesting that they hit that rather than the Merly there. Maybe seeing only 1 card left in hand being worth it. We're going to see an XYZ summon into the Redoer here. And 1 card left and just passing. During the standby phase, Redoer is going to rip the top card, which is going to be a Triple Tag Talents there. Spell, very good. You're going to see Redoer activate its effect during the standby phase, detaching to draw 1. And then Deck Devastation Virus, you know, attributing the Redoer here to see the hand and get rid of the monsters. You know, they now have Triple Tag Talents as well as that starter here. So Star is going to activate. You know, being able to, like, that's all they have, right? Starter, and then Triple Tag Talents, and they can't activate any monster effects during the main phase. So that Dragospellia is not going to be great. I'm going to see blue being summoned, paying the 1,000. You know, being Rodent Totem in the grave as well is not horrible either. Here I can see Dragospellia, you know, negating that blue, valuing the, stopping that and making a level 1 over the Triple Tag Talents here. You know, here they have to decide to either take, to rip, or draw 2. I think draw 2 is going to be the solution. And I guess here they're thinking. They're going to decide to take, and they're going to chain deck dev. So just having a starter set, and that's it. That's a lot. So you draw for turn, you know, they do have starter, and that's only it. That's all they have. See a snake being activated here. Looking at the graveyard there, we do see a snow in hand. Very unfortunate once again. Is that a Foolish Burial as well? A normal summon of a snow. Looking at the graveyard, because I can go into like a Charmer here. But that starter, like, you know, I think that starter's going to get blue, and then blue's probably going to get jet. We're going to see a dark being summoned in at the blue here. And then passing with one simple set. So he started being activated during the end phase here. Fun fact with the Charmers is that if you're playing the tier Spright, you can summon out blue and then get jet with it. I see blue is going to summon, are going to add jet. Then we're going to see a top deck bell. It's going to get sent to the graveyard here. Then we're going to see a banishment for snow. You know, making them waste that normal summon. Flipping that face down. Being able to flip it back face up. Especially something that jet. Not the smartest play there. Definitely should have waited, yeah, as you can see here. You know, very upset, you know, they should have waited to that jet summon. But we all make misplays, so it's all understandable. Here I'm mostly going to get the starter. Hoping that back row is a really good card. I'm going to link summon here. Into the elf. Elf effects when activate, targeting the blue. It's going to get chained to Call by the Grave here, you know, negating its effects. Starter here is going to go activate, you know, only summoning red or Carrot. Here, they could summon a jet, but jet's already activated its effects, so it's not going to be that useful. Summoning a Carrot, very interesting choice. You know, maybe they don't want to, you know, waste that elf on a red. They want to keep red in deck. We're going to see a Gigantic being summoned, activating the effect here. Summon these Swap Frogs. Swap's going to be able to send these Swap because Rodent Totem's already in grave here. You know, maybe we'll make the Toad. Just a misplay like that can cost you the game sometimes. Let's see Rodent Totem being summoned here. Maybe not going for a Toad in a simplified game state like this, though. Looks like they're thinking hard here. Maybe trying to calculate what they can do over the instead of Toad. But Toad's kind of crazy. Yeah, here we're going to see a Toad, you know, definitely makes sense to me. Definitely think you should attack into the, Toad should attack into the Charmer here. Gonna attack into the Snow. Swing it to Graveyard. Maybe you're gonna keep the Charmer on field so you don't get that add. Here we're gonna see a, we're gonna see that Gigantic with the boost double attack. We're gonna go attack into the Charmer here. And Charmer's gonna be able to activate its effects unless it's gonna get Toad negated, putting them on top deck. Let's see what happens. Gonna summon any or search for any of them, I believe, other than some of the I don't think you can search for Rhino Heart, but I could be wrong. I see Toad negate. Toad's Confect's gonna add back a Swap Frog here. And then we're gonna see the Rodent Toad summon itself out. We're gonna see a Link summon being performed for the Elf here, and pass. We're gonna see a top draw. You know, being able to summon out the Totally Awesome once again. Here we're gonna see Elf being able to target the or activate the effect here. Target the Toad, and we're gonna see a Halfness being activated here, resolving first, milling a Merly. If you want to activate the effect, it's going to respond to a Toad. And let's see what happens here. We're going to see a big think here. Snow is activating, paying 7 for cost, or banishing 7 for cost. To summon itself out. We're going to see Snow being able to attack into the Elf here. That's going to be game 2. And moving on to game 3 here. Interesting to see how they played out. Even through 2 Toad negates and stuff like that, you know, just being able to like, get rid of all 3 blues. We see a Gamma Burst in the side deck as well. Very interesting. Maybe, you know, playing for going first, being able to like make your monster huge so you can get the OTK. I haven't been playing it personally. I don't think the card's that great, but I understand why people play it. Someone played it versus me in the YCS, and I was like, okay, Toadsteel have? But I guess if you use it during damage step, it's really good for that, but I can understand how it can like sneak some people around, you know. This interesting text that, you know, like, people think playing the red Resonator in the Spright deck, as well as like the Skull Mark Ladybug in the tier deck, is very, very interesting. Very understandable, right? With time rules, stuff like that. When you're playing a long tournament, you know, some of these combos go on for like 20 minutes. It doesn't really seem like Sprite's doing that much, but they, you know, still somehow manage to take a lot of time. So you're going to see Tier going to go first here. Normal summon the Rhino Heart. And they're starting. Not quite sure what's going on here. Oh, they decided they were in time, I believe. So here time was called. And so they have to go first here. So we're going to see a normal summon of a Leela. Activating the effect, summoning out a pink. Very unfortunate when time is called like that, right? You're in the middle, you just start your match, it has become a tie in the standby phase. So, unless you can mill something during standby phase, which is pretty unlikely. So we have 4 turns right now. 4 turns. Whoever has the least amount of damage, whoever took the most damage at the end of the 4 turns, will be the victor here. I'm just explaining how Frost can summon itself out. You can see very, very frustrated. Decided to go first. Most likely doesn't have any kind of board breakers. Just completely devastated, Which is super unfortunate when that happens. Especially we see a lightning storm in the hand of Spright. But maybe if Tear has enough gas. Showing a Mystic of the Gnomes. I'm wondering what summoning off Gigantic here. Most likely the swap. Summoning out swap. Swap's going to send the Rodent Totem. See a summon for a Spright Elf. Elf will target the Swap Frog. And Swap will summon another Swap Frog. 3 left in hand. Then we're going to see Rodent Totem banish the Swap Frog, summon itself out. Then we're going to a Link summon here for the IP. We're going to see another banish to summon out. We're going to see a Pink being summoned, most likely. They could have made Toad there if they wanted to. Then, Pink's going to summon out the blue. Blue's going out the blue. Blue's targeting Pink. Then we're able to draw one. And then we're going to be able to Link summon once again into the Pink. Fun fact, they could have left the pink and blue on board. Activate the IP. Use it as well as the blue. And then Pink can activate it once again. But maybe they're planning to do that during this turn. We're going to see a normal summon of Rhino Heart. They will have to pay due to the Sunny Snitch. We're going to be now in turn 2. 1 set and 3 in hand, I believe. Rhino Heart effect's going to activate here. They're going to see if they're going to let that resolve. It looks like it's going to go through here. Going for a Merly. Merly effect's going to activate. It's going to get Ghost Spelled. Another Snow in hand. Snake is going to be activated here. Hitting a Halfness. Sessioning out Snake, getting the draw 1. We're going to see Pink being activated here, targeting the blue. Summoning itself out, getting the effect. I guess summoning out the Kit and then Kit effect, and then we're going to pop. Here they're just reading, making sure there is a graveyard effect. Popping the Snake here. I'm taking at 600 so far. Here's thinking on what I guess here we're going to activate Super Poly in response. So we're at Chainlink 1 Kit, Chainlink 2 Blue, Chainlink 3 Super Poly. Going for the Muddy Mud Dragon here. I'm making it that they do get that pop still. Getting rid of that IP is also very huge. Muddy Mud Dragon also can make it so that some of their cards cannot be activated. Targeting is once they chain, stuff like that, But unfortunately, Smashers does not target, so it gets away from that. Frost will activate, letting him draw 1 card as well. Tearlaments kit, adds. Being able to discard that snow off that Super Poly is also crazy good. Here you're going to see Elf summoning back the IP, making sure that IP will resolve, or will be able to play. Most likely going to go for a Unicorn here. They are Fiend locked. Especially from the extra deck Fiend locked. So the play can only really be the Unicorn unless they're playing like a Phoenix. I'm going to chain the Mud Dragon here to the effective IP. Maybe a Cerberus here. Going for the Trouble Sunny. I don't believe you can. I think you have to use one of each. But I could be quite wrong. Including an Evil Twin monster. So you can. That's kind of interesting. Reading the Sunny Snitch here, making sure that, taking so much life points. As well as not only taking, but making the opponent gain it as well. Here, Sharon's going to activate. And then sending the Beast from hand, not greatest. Drawing one card from Beast as well and milling absolutely trash. At least they kept Dark Ruler no more in. So maybe they could have, had a better hand. Are we going to see an Underworld Goddess, being made here? Very possible. Three cards left in hand from your opponent playing the Spright, as well as a set, and 2 cards in hand for the tier player here. We're going to see an XYZ into... Oh, just counting these summons here, I guess. And here we're just thinking what we're going into it. An XYZ into Redoer here. Now taking another 200 and making the opponent gain 2 with that 100. Very, 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 very crazy card in the, especially for our time rules. We're going to see the effect of Redoer being, trying to just send the card. That's all it's about, is just sending the card so they can activate here. Sharon's going to be able to activate. Fusing with, they have a Beast, Rhino Heart, and Kit. They could go into the Kaleido Heart here. Which is exactly what's going to happen. Kaleido Heart's going to be summoned, being able to be 3,300, as well as that Sunny Snitch. Is it popping the Sunny Snitch there? There's no way. I really hope Muddy Muddrag doesn't protect. Here, I guess thinking. Oh, doing the back row there. Okay. Those 2 last cards in hand must be crazy. Is that a Dark Ruler I see? I think it is, but maybe you want to deal that damage, You don't want to Dark Ruler your opponents. We're going to see a Nessie, I believe. Hitting that Dark Ruler, being able to draw and get that, that summon is very, very good. Definitely what they needed. Monster on board that they can use for link summons, as well as, getting rid of that dead Dark Ruler no more. The life points here is going to be immaculate. Having like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's like 8 summons so far. I don't know what the last card in their hand is. Going into the dark. Taking the other 200. Dark is going to target the IP here. Being able to make that Zeraboros can be quite huge. They have the snow set up already. I think that's what's going to be happening here. Going for that Zeraboros, not that huge, but has 4 banished monsters. As well as snow being able to activate here. I'm wondering what's going to happen here. Definitely he can get a draw 1 by using the tag out of the Sunny Snitch of the twin here, but Zeraboros is going to attack into the effect. Here, reading the card, we're going to tag out. Pink is going to be able to draw 1. Redeclare on the pink. Then we're going to see the Kaleido Heart attack into the elf here. And there is going to be only one more turn for the tier player after this. As well as Sprite's last turn right here. They better make it worth it. But they do have Redoer comes back as the end phase. And standby phase is going to snipe that blue. Not the greatest, but being able to, blow up a lot of stuff. It can also avoid these Zeraboros. So they're going to be able to have at least a free attack if they snow at the end. We're seeing Ultimate Slayer here being activated. You can't activate any monster effects in response to this. We're send the Garula here, getting rid of that Kaleido Heart. And also being able to draw 1 card. Having a hand of, I believe it's 5 cards in hand. You're going to see Trouble Sunny being most likely activated. Getting rid of that Zeraboros, such a huge problematic card. As well, I think that's TTT in the hand as well. Yeah, exactly. We're going to see the Trouble Sunny being activated here. Banishing itself for cost. And also sends 1 from hand, field, or graveyard for cost. I do believe. So it is cost to send here. So, we are seeing a bit of a misplay. We're going to see a chain of the Redoer here. We're going to see that the Zeraboros is going to be destroyed here. And because it's sent, it does not, actually destroy. So Zeraboros, even though it's made with IP, is still not great. We're going to see a starter being activated here. Or Jet being special summoned, adding the starter. Very, very risky. But they did gain so much life points, I don't think they really care. We're going to see an elf being summoned out. Activating the elf effect. Most likely going to target a... they can't target a link. There's no monsters on the field, so they can't actually target the link there. And your opponent has to control a monster to be able to summon out an extra deck monster here. Starter is going to be activated, and we're going to chain a snow to this. Not really sure why here. Summoning out that blue, activating the effect, then you're going to summon snows, and summon out, flipping it face down. Talents to take, kind of crazy here. And here it looks like they just more than enough to clear game on board, and they have the Hall of the Grave in their hand anyways. That's game 4 Sprights. Congratulations both players, and sometimes games just go on like this. But yeah, and we'll see you in the next one.